Good evening. Welcome to Carnegie Town Hall. I would like to call this meeting to order. First, I'd like to emphasize a couple of items. Please silence all your cell phones. And in an effort to have sufficient time to hear from the audience members, we ask that when you come to the podium, please identify yourself and state your name and address. Limit comments to 5 minutes, and please ensure you are delivering new testimony to the commissioners. At this time, we'll approve the consent agenda. Denise, would you read items 1 through 7, please?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Item 1, approval of January 6, 2016 minutes of regular meeting. Item 2, January plats. Item 3, 3868-2015 rezone from CN Conservation RA1 apartment residential low density, RS single family residential suburban O office RA2 apartment residential moderate density, RA3 apartment residential high density, and C2 commercial neighborhood and streetcar to the CN Conservation RD2 Townhome Residential Suburban and O Office Districts for allowed forms located north of East 69th Street and west of Southeastern Avenue. Item 4, 4035-2016 rezone from unzoned vacated railroad right-of-way to the I-1 Light Industrial District for allowed forms located at the southeast corner of East Rice Street and North Bonson Avenue. Item 5, 4038-2016, rezone from the RT1 single-family residential traditional district to the C2 commercial neighborhood and streetcar district for allowed forms located at 1327 North Main Avenue. Item 6, 3288-2015, preliminary subdivision plan for Amani Ridge Addition located south of Great Bear Recreation Area. Item 7, 3674-2015, preliminary subdivision plan for South Dakota Public Universities and Research Center Addition and University Center Research Park Addition located south of West 60th Street North and west of Interstate 29.
Thank you, Denise. Are there any objections from the audience on items 1 through 7? Any objections or comments from the commissioners on items 1 through 7? With no objections, I'm seeking a look for a motion.
Move to approve the consent agenda.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying yes.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. If you are here for items on the consent agenda, numbers 1 through 7, they have been approved. You are free to leave. Now we will move on to the regular agenda. I need a motion to approve the regular agenda in a second.
So moved. Second.
Oh, motion passes. All in favor signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, same sign.
Item 8, 4037-2016, conditional use permit to allow an electronic message center sign in a residentially zoned district located at 5800 South Bonson Avenue.
Jason Bieber representing Planning and Building Services. The applicant here is Pride Neon Sign Company. It is located at 5800 South Bonson Avenue. It's the current site of the new Harrisburg Elementary School, which I believe is going to open up this fall. The applicant is proposing to place two 6 by 9 foot electronic message signs to be incorporated in a ground sign at the location of the new Harrisburg Elementary School. One message sign will be facing north on South Bonson Avenue, and the second sign will be facing south. The overall sign where the message boards will be placed will be 9 feet wide by 6 feet tall. Numerous schools within the Sioux Falls, area have installed electronic message center, which I believe almost all of the Harrisburg schools have one that's similar in size to this. With the proposed 36 square foot electronic message sign on the west side of the property and the message boards facing perpendicular to the residential properties along South Bonson Avenue, staff feels the electronic signs could still cause some incompatibility issues with adjacent residential uses. Therefore, the size of the two signs may remain and not exceed 18 square feet at each face. This should eliminate any incompatibility issues with the neighboring residential uses to the north and west. Because the application has provided clarity to indicate the location, nature, and extent of the work proposed, staff does recommend approval of the conditional use permit with the following condition. The electronic message boards of the proposed sign on the west side of the property is limited to a maximum of 36 square feet total. So that would be for both faces. And I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Commissioners, any questions?
Mr. Chair, Jason, you mentioned verbally that the electronic message signs initially were going to be 6 foot by 9 foot.
Yep.
6 foot by 3 foot.
Yep, that's the 6 foot by 9 foot would be the overall size of the entire sign. The electronic message center portion would be that 6 by 3 foot. So the overall size of the sign is 54 square feet. The electronic message center size is 18 square feet.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jason. Is the petitioner here? Please come forward, state your name and address, please.
Will Brzica with Pride Neon Signs, 3010 West 10th Street. If I may make a correction on that, it is going to be a single-faced message center on there. Other than that, I guess it's going to be very similar to all the other schools that they have done this with, just as Jason said. And they do have automatic sensors on there that are set for sunlight throughout the day. And if need be, they can be adjusted as well beyond what's automatically on there. So,
Any questions?
So by saying that, do you mean that during the day the intensity goes up so it can be viewed normally during sunlight hours, and then after dark the intensity drops down so
Correct.
it's not so intrusive, I
Yep.
guess, to the neighbors? Is that correct?
that is correct.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Chairman, just quick clarifying comment. You said it's only going to be a message center on one side, a single
Yeah,
facing
single
sign?
face.
Which direction?
North.
To the north? So it's facing the north, or?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this item? If not, I look for commission action.
Mr. Chair, Jason, can I ask a question now? So if it's single facing and the way the condition reads with 36 square total feet, would that mean that they could put on one side 36 square total feet of electronic message?
Yeah, I would say that condition was under the assumption that they were going to be dual-sided face, so 18 on each side. So I would say you would want to amend our recommendation to limit them to a maximum of 18 square feet
Per side?
per
side.
side.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Well, I'd move for approval, given the stipulation that the electronic message board of the proposed sign should be limited to 18 square feet per side. In this case, it appears to be a single side.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying yes.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Any
Move
new
to
business?
Move to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor signify by saying yes.
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 Opposed, same sign. Meeting's adjourned.